Hey there, this is the Black Belt Panda, and here on the PandaCraft Network Skyblock server, we have some cool custom tools to help you do a little bit more on your Skyblock island. So those are the Crook, the hammer, paint, and the paint scraper. So let's go over those really quick. I'm going to go into survival mode to demonstrate the Crook. Now what the Crook does is it doubles your chances of getting saplings and apples if you're using it on oak leaves. And you just use it on the leaves just like you'd normally break them. And of course, this is double the chance of vanilla drops. So we've already got one sapling. Very easy to use. But you can also use it, if we head over here to the animals, you can use it to push and pull mobs. So if I right-click this pig, you can see we pulled him towards us. Can I reach that guy? Reach. Okay, let's try chicken. Right-click the chicken. Boom. Look at that. We're pulling the chickens around, and we can push them around too. Let's push this pig. As you can see, it doesn't do any damage. Push this cow here. Left-click to push. Right-click to pull. No damage done. Even though the hearts are showing up, it's not actually hurting them. So that's very useful for moving mobs around. It works on monsters as well, which could be very handy in a bind when you're starting out on your Skyblock island and you get a surprise creeper. Just left click, push him away. It's like instant knockback. Won't do any damage, but hey, you might throw him off the island. You never know. Also good for wrangling up those animals that are just kind of wandering a little too far away. So we also have hammers. So in order to use the hammer, let me go into creative mode over here. You use it with Cobblestone, and it will hammer it down into gravel. Not instantly, of course. You actually have to hammer it. It's only instant because I'm in creative mode. So hammer the gravel down into sand. And that's a great way to get gravel and sand either for your island or to sift. And I covered a video on sifting these already, so I'll put a link in the description below where you can check that out. Hammers come in different varieties. They come in stone, iron, gold, I believe, and diamond. So in order to craft those, recipe and then the name of it. So if you want stone hammer, boom, there's the recipe. And the recipe is the same for all of them, just the blocks for the hammer itself change. So here's the stone. And if we change it, so recipe iron hammer, recipe, is there a gold hammer? Yes, there's a gold hammer. And recipe diamond hammer. Boom, there we go. So there's the recipes for that. And the recipe for the crook, by the way, forgot to mention, is just 4 sticks in a crook shape. All right, so again, you can use the hammers in the placers. I mentioned that in the last video on the machines in order to auto hammer different blocks. So next up we have dies. Let me just go ahead and get rid of the crook, get rid of the hammer. Gonna put the dies over here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right, let me grab these items here. Alrighty, so I will demonstrate the dies here. You can use these dies. Well, not dies, but paint. You can use these paints, this paint, whatever grammar is correct there, in order to change the colors of certain blocks. These are the paintable blocks. Carpets, stained clay or hardened clay, glass panes, wool, and glass blocks. You right-click with the paint in order to paint the block. There we go. Oh, it doesn't work with carpets. I lied. All right, so right-click in order to paint the block. So we painted these all red. We can paint them yellow. What? Mojang, what did you do to my beautiful code? Okay, I fixed the plugin. So that used to work. It really did. Apparently it broke with one of the updates some time ago. I really don't know when. All right, so now that it's fixed, it should also work with carpet, I think. Yep, I got it working with carpet too. So, all right, now we're back on track, working like it should. You can dye them the color that you're holding, so blue, green, and if you want to remove the paint, use a paint scraper. So you right click with the paint scraper and it removes the paint. You don't get the paint back, you know, because, I mean, you don't get the paint back in real life, right? You get paint chips. Anyway, so the recipe for these is very simple. So we'll do recipe red paint, and you can see it's just red dye with charcoal. Kind of similar to how dyes are made in real life. So recipe blue paint, for example. There's a recipe for blue paint. They're pretty much all the same. It's just the color that you want in dye form along with a piece of charcoal, and you will get the paint right there, blue paint. The recipe for the paint scraper is recipe space paint scraper. and that's just a stick with an iron ingot above it, and you get a paint scraper. So, very easy, very simple, great way to customize your island. So if you build your island out of these paintable blocks, then you'll be able to change the color on the fly whenever you want, or put up a big wall and paint stuff on it. Have fun with just painting blocks, making pictures, changing them up. Maybe make little mini games with your island party members or friends on your island. Really cool feature. I like it. I honestly don't think it gets used nearly enough. So feel free to play around with it. All right. So that is it for the custom items here on the PandaCraft Network Skyblock server. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you found it informational. I will post links in the description below, as always, to more information on the PandaCraft forums, where you can read about the different custom tools and refer back to that in the future. So thanks for watching. This is Black Belt Panda. I will see you in the next video. Anvil Node offers Minecraft hosting plans at only $250 per gigabyte with blazing fast SSDs, Intel Xeon processors, and premium DDoS protection. With instant setup and multi-craft panel management, you can be up and running in no time. Head over to anvilnode.com and use coupon code PANDA15 for 15% off your first month.